Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today, a Wednesday. I've had a little break after the first reading, which was of course about the tunnel, the car crash, Diana's death. A little bit traumatic, that reading, but I think I got through it okay. And I hope you all got through it okay. And I'm back with another story of possible betrayal in the family. That seems to be our theme today. And this story is about Princess Beatrice and the Queen's little playhouse, the little cottage, a wonderful cottage. I'm not going to try and say the name in Welsh, but it was given to her by the Welsh people, I think, on her 6th birthday. And lo and behold, it appeared in the Netflix mockumentary. There were the has-beens, the Harcourts drinking tea in the lovely little place, filmed in there, as they seemed to be filming all over the place in private royal property, without any indication that they cared about the fact that they were filming in private royal places where they shouldn't have been filming. And then it emerged that Princess Beatrice was the one who gave them permission. She's the one who is in charge of that little spot, and she is the one who said, don't worry, of course you can go and visit. So we're going to do a 7-card reading, and I haven't told you what tarot deck I'm using for those of you who don't know, and it's all over the place at the moment, but it is the Tarot of Curious Creatures, a fabulous deck. I love all of this woman's, Chris Ann's decks. I think they're beautiful. Tarot of Curious Creatures. We're going to have a look at a 7-card reading. We're going to find out what's going on. Why did she say, yes, you can go there and visit? Did she know they were filming? Did she know that the Queen said, no, you can't? Because apparently the Queen, allegedly, the Queen said no when they asked her. How does she feel now about this? How does she feel when she saw it on Netflix? Whose side is Princess Beatrice really on? Somebody in comments wanted to know yesterday. And Eugenie as well. We read on Eugenie again when I can pluck up the strength for her. Very bad energy, in my opinion, she has. And then we're going to look at the outcome for Princess Beatrice of this moment in her life. She was there at the Sandringham, the Christmas walk from the church. She was there with Wolfie and with Edo, and she was in a prime position. So it didn't look like she'd been iced out. The one who was being iced out quite visibly and forcibly was Eugenie. She got body blocked when she tried to skip ahead and reposition herself in a prime spot. That got nipped in the bud. But Beatrice seems to be going along okay. But we'll have a look and we'll see what the cards want to tell us. And let's remind you, as I lay them out, that this is a tarot reading, all for entertainment purposes, all just my opinion and speculation. I read on the royals because they're archetypal and we can learn from archetypes and apply the learning to our own lives. And there is a written disclaimer in the box below. And we've got the 10 of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who suffered an enormous blow. An enormous blow. This is her energy. Betrayal. Stabbed in the back. Normally the card is somebody lying on the ground, dead, stabbed in the back, 10 swords all planted in his back. And the card in the reverse, I think, is maximum betrayal. I think she didn't see this coming. We'll find out. But I think that she really, really, really felt absolutely betrayed by this, by switching on Netflix one fine day and finding the Harcourts giggling over cups of tea in her dear granny's playhouse, or play cottage, whatever it's called. I think she really was horrified. Let's put the other cards out the way so you don't see them in the frame there. Let's have a look at the heart of the reading. Tell us what's going on here. Yeah. Excuse me, I've just lost my voice. I think she was absolutely shocked, rigid. The Wheel of Fortune. It's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Another card that tells me this was a massive, massive moment for her of just absolute disbelief and shock. Can't believe what is going on. Can't believe how bad this is. This is, oh no. I bet she got on the phone to people, to William most likely, and said, I had no idea, but we'll find out. I didn't see this coming. This is a complete shock. It's a turn, a twist of fate, but a misfortune, a terrible misfortune, bad luck, bad timing, horror. I'm getting from her absolute horror. So let's see, why did she say, yes, of course you can go and visit darling Harry and darling Meghan? Why did she say you can go? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Pentacles is about taking stock and waiting patiently and counting your pennies and seeing what you have achieved. I think they got under her skin almost, because it's a waiting energy when it's upright, and you're happy with what you've got, and you're contented, and you feel that you've got enough, and you've provided for the winter, and you've harvested, and everything's good. But when it's in reverse, you're not satisfied. You haven't got what you expected to get. You don't have enough. I think she felt sorry for them, that she felt they were in that tiny cottage, that, you know, they'd only got Frogmore Cottage, and they'd been kicked out of Kensington Palace. I think she just felt sorry for them. She felt like they were not doing well. And as I say, I get a sense of irritation here as well, a kind of a nagging. They might have worn her down at some level. I don't normally get that energy from the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. But it's waiting, it's that hesitation, it's a pausing, and then saying, oh, all right, I get that feeling. Oh, okay, off you go. It's fine. Here's the key. You can go. I know you're having a hard time. I know things aren't working out. I know things aren't going the way you thought they were going to go. So go and have a tea party in the Queen's little playhouse, and maybe you'll feel better. Did she know that they were filming? Or when she said, all right, Six of Swords, I don't think so. I really don't think so with that card. It's a card of trouble. And when it's in the reverse, it's a card of trouble that sticks. It's also a traveling card. So it might have been on one of their trips back to the UK that they popped up and said, oh, you know, life's not so great and nothing's going our way. And not unbeknown to her, we don't have what film we need in the can. And maybe we can go and hang there at Granny's little cottage. And yes, okay. Not knowing. I don't think she knew with that Six of Swords in reverse. I think that it has brought her endless trouble. This endless trouble. Everything in this reading is telling me that this momentary lapse of reason has caused her a lot of trouble. Anguish, mental anguish. We've got swords and swords here. Anguish that she can't now get out of. She wishes she could. She wishes she could put this behind her and forget about it, but she can't. I really don't think she knew that they were filming. Let's see. Did she know that the Queen had said no? How does she feel about the Queen? The Queen apparently was very opposed to them going there, filming there, doing whatever there. Did she know that? Emperor in reverse. That is going against the Queen. The late Queen, the Emperor, of course, is the late Queen. Late Queen in reverse. The Queen vehemently opposed to this. Absolutely not. You cannot take her there. You cannot film there. You cannot do anything there. I think she's now, oh no, I went against what Granny had explicitly said. And now I feel absolutely wretched. I'm getting tremendous feeling of regret and not woe is me in this Harry and Meghan woe is me sense, but just oh no, I can't believe that this has happened. Can't believe I was so stupid. Possibly can't believe I dropped the ball like this, that I was just played like this. This is my interpretation of the cards. This is my speculation. This is my interpretation of the energy as a tarot reader. Tell me, how does she feel now? Well, all of these cards are telling me how she feels now, but how does she feel now? How did she feel when she saw that clip on Netflix? The Star. She saw, this is not her thinking, oh yay, I'm a star, or I'm feeling so hopeful and optimistic and everything's great now. She saw it for what it was. She saw the star power. She saw the need for star power of the one who was in the little playhouse, and that's what she saw. My interpretation, you could read this reading differently, but this is how I'm feeling the energy as I'm standing here. And she saw it for what it was. She saw that she had given them an opportunity, who were not doing well with that Seven of Pentacles in reverse, to have a little moment of glory, which they were then able to use to their own advantage in the mockumentary and say, look, see, we were so tight with Granny, although not, because we've got the Emperor in reverse, that we were allowed to frolic in her little cottage and have tea parties and sort of make a mockery of that as well. The mock curtsy that she did, also the mock tea party. Whose side is Beatrice on? Clear question, hoping for a clear answer. Whose side is Beatrice on in this? Hackles or Royals? Whose side is she on? I've got the King of Wands in reverse. And I would say that she's not on the side of drama with that. King of Wands for me is Meghan Markle. This is my opinion as a tarot reader. It's the Leo, it's the drama, it's the glitz, it's the showbiz card, the star. There it is again. And it's in reverse. She doesn't want it. I don't think she likes it. I don't think she likes the drama. I don't think she likes the, we've gone off to be royals over in California, a rival court that we're setting up. I don't think she likes that. I don't think she likes all of the ego and the alleged narcissism and all of those things that go with the Harkles. That to me is rejecting what they stand for. I think she finds it in bad taste. I think she finds it vulgar. Tell me how this is going to play for her. We saw her at Sandringham after the event, looking fine, walking in, as I say, quite a prominent position. So it doesn't seem like she's been iced by the royals, but how's it going for her as an outcome? All of this. Page of Swords. She's going to be more alert in future. She's learned a lesson. Definitely learned a lesson. I think she slacked here. She felt sorry for them. And then they took advantage of her and she didn't realise that it had already been a hell no, coming from much higher up. But she's learned. The Page of Swords is about being wary, being on high alert, being prepared, doing research. In future, she's going to do her homework. She's going to find out the facts before she just glibly says, oh, all right, you've nagged me enough and you've come a long way and you're feeling down and things aren't going great for you. So off you go and have a tea party. And then bring your camera crew along. They didn't bring a camera crew along. They took their own photos, seemingly. But for her, this has been something terrible, something awful. And I know this because of the Ten of Swords. And this is why I'm reading all of these cards in the particular way that I'm reading them. For those of you who are confused and saying, oh, that's not what that card means. Underlying energy is the Ten of Swords. This in reverse, for me, this means extra betrayal and horror. And very difficult for her with that Wheel of Fortune. She didn't see it coming. It was a real shock to her. I think that she felt sorry for them. She didn't seem to know that they were filming. And when she found out, she was like, oh no, now I'm really in it. I've really put my foot in it badly. And she still feels like that. She knows she went against what the Queen wanted. She knows that they were using it for Netflix for their own star purposes, their star power. I think personally that she has rejected what they stand for, the drama, the ego, the Hollywood, all of that stuff, the fake royalness. She'll stick with the real royals here in future. And in future, she's going to be a whole lot more careful, a whole lot more cautious. I do think my first feeling in this reading was that when she saw what happened, she got on the phone and she said, I can't believe what's happened. And I think that she's been reassured that it's okay. A lot of speculation there, but that's the energy that's coming off these cards for me. And that is the reading. I will read on Eugenie, as I say, when I can bear to. In future, it won't be too long in the future, I don't think. But those are the readings for today. Phew, is all I can say. Let me totter away, and I will hopefully see you all again tomorrow.